50-50 challenge. Make 50 before you lose 50 with 1 micro. That is the challenge here on the channel. And we're green so far after 21 days. That's good. That's good to know. All right, so what's the day looking like? The day is looking red. Massively red with a strong bounce taking place. So what does that tell you? Looking for short opportunities, but a nice strong momentum off the last couple of days, bouncing off these pivots and the momentum lines. So we could see a big reversal. Market is open. Here it comes down. Already took 1 trade today. I'm going to chill out for a second here, let it puke its guts out till I can get a grip on it. We already had 1 trade today. I was successful, $23. I'll show you that in a minute, but I'm not interested in jumping in the Speedy Gonzalez market right at the moment. Although it looks very tempting to short right here. Very, very good. If everything is in order, that would be a reasonable short. It's a $73 trade. I can't take that. Not on 1 trade. There goes the entry. That would be an entry right there. That would be the entry right there. Stop loss is up here. I'm just looking at this trade at the moment. Reason why everything's on this side of the moving averages. Everything. Every single chart that I have. Every chart that I have. That's strong short opportunities. I probably would have broke even on that. Either I take some profits or I break even as fast as possible. Or if I had the guts to hold it, I would have moved my stop to here after it came up and failed. I would have just moved my stop here. These are real trading theories that I practice all the time. Okay, it's pushed below. It's heading to the red line. Touch the red line. I might be interested in trying something here. Let's see. I think it wants to go lower. I do. Let's see about this trend line break here, maybe. Pintail on the 2000 tick chart. Looks like it wants to keep going. I got to try this.
Order filled.
Okay, I'm going to give it a try.
Order submitted.
Please keep going.
Order submitted.
Break even. Hurry up. Go down. Break even.
Order filled.
Ah, I broke even too quick. Broke even too daggone quick.
Order
That
canceled.
was a good setup, a good trade. I'm glad I'm looking at the right trade setups. I really am. I saw this pintail over here. Saw that pintail. Drew a trend line on the lower time chart. It got below that construction area there with a pintail reversal rejection. Beautiful, beautiful. Here's that pintail rejection. Trend line right here. I was thinking, do it, do it, do it. By the time that candle closed, I did it. Stop would have been here. Let's draw it out. See where I'm at. Where's my thinking? Bam, there's the 1-to-1. As soon as it started turning green and got below that red line, I just dropped my stop right there onto that break even. Look at that bad boy. But that's the trade I want to take. That's the trade I have to take. Got a green bar ignored on the, once it breaks, green bar ignored, continuation. Beautiful. This is perfect. This is that was a perfect setup. Now I just need to master my, I need to keep looking for trades like that. That's the only trade I want to take. That's the only trade I want to take. Let's look for these trades. Get good at this trade. Everything is on the same side of the moving averages. You had perfect candle formations at rejection points, perfect on all the time charts. You had a trend line break. You had a green bar ignored. And you had a pivot being broken. It doesn't get any better than that. There's a 2-to-1 return on it already. I probably would have taken just the 1-to-1 on it. Or if I would have stayed in it, I could have brought my stop here, and then after it kept going, and it would have stopped me out right there for half. I would have gotten half. If I don't take the full right away when it gets there, I'll look for a pivot and a continuation and move my stop to the pivot. In this case, it would have came back up to that pivot and stopped me out for only a half. Either I get a whole, or I get a half, or I break even too quick. On these perfect trade setups, that's the 3 options. The perfect trade setups have a high probability of winning. On a perfect trade setup, it seldom goes straight up and stops you out once you get in. It seldom does that on a perfect, absolutely perfect setup. Wow, look at that. It's 3-1 already. I would have moved my stop there. If I could have avoided that somehow, I'd have moved my stop right here. And if it continues, I'd have brought my stop back to this pivot. And why am I not getting in? Oh, because I'm saturated with the idea that I had the perfect setup. I'm already at 3.5 to 1 on it. I would have done really well. These are the kind of trades that can make my month, pay my bills, buy my food. This is it. I don't want to just jump in a trade without just meditating on this and thinking about how I'm going to handle it differently, and really understanding that I don't have to keep taking the trades. I don't need to keep trading. Once I take a trade like this and I stay in it, I'm done for the day, man. I don't need to keep trading, and I don't want to keep trading. I don't want to keep trading. If I get a trade like this, an opportunity where everything's in agreement, and you find the beautiful entry and you're able to manage your stop loss properly, staying in the trade, then I don't need to keep trading once I find a trade like this. Who knows how long it's going to stay going down in that direction. So I'm going to wrap up the video and think about this, and really, really try to grasp and transform to becoming better. All right. Thank God for that. I'll see you guys on the next video. Peace.